So on December 19th of 2025, as I'm sure most of you are probably aware, Jake Paul fought the two-time unified heavyweight champion.
I know on Twitter people are going to want their money back, or they're going to call it a bad fight or a sloppy fight or whatever, and then there's going to be people, celebrating.
Anthony Joshua won by knockout in the 6th round after Jake Paul was knocked down 4 times in total. Twice in the 5th round.
I gave it my all. It's fucking crazy. I had a blast, and thank you to all the fans and everyone.
It was the 6th round. I think it was the 4th round he got dropped twice. In the 5th round he got through it. In the 6th round, caught him with the jab, and a glancing.
The drama surrounding Jake Paul's boxing journey reached its most violent and defining chapter on a night that felt less like an exhibition and more like a reckoning. Under the bright lights of Miami, streamed globally on Netflix, the experiment finally collided with reality. Anthony Joshua, a 2-time unified heavyweight champion, stood across the ring from a man who built his boxing career on spectacle, controversy, and audacity. 6 rounds later, Jake Paul was on the canvas, his jaw shattered, his future uncertain, and the boxing world left to process what it had just witnessed. When the final punch landed, it didn't just end a fight. It ended an era of illusion. Joshua's knockout wasn't merely a technical stoppage. It was the punctuation mark at the end of a sentence boxing purists had been writing for years.
And twice in the 6th round. Anthony Joshua landed 48 punches on Jake Paul compared to Jake Paul landing about 16 on Anthony.
Jake's downfall, that was always going to be the case. Of course, the first time he gets rocked, dropped, and stopped, people are going to...
Played football my whole life. At the end of the day, it's coverage, knowing your plays, and then just being fast and willing.
Jake Paul had dared to cross the final bridge, to test himself against a true elite heavyweight, and the result was as brutal as it was inevitable. The sound of gloves meeting bone echoed louder than the cheers or jeers of the crowd, because it carried with it the weight of consequence. Jake Paul's own words afterward felt strangely calm, almost detached, as if he was trying to convince himself as much as the audience. He said he had fun. He said he loved the sport. He said he gave it his all. There was no bravado left, no smirk, no promise of revenge or redemption, just acceptance. And in boxing, acceptance often signals the end. Coming into the fight, Paul was riding a 2-fight winning streak.
Anthony Joshua. And this is the 2nd professional loss of Jake Paul's fighting career, dropping his record down to 12-2.
My hook, he goes down, and that was that. That was all she wrote, right? I did a lot.
Enough momentum to convince himself and his team that this leap wasn't suicide but destiny.